Hey there G-Stitch Nation, it's your boy Gregory Stitch, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this crochet netted sleeveless hoodie. Let's go. Guys, for this tutorial you're going to need a ball of yarn. I don't know, I want to say this is a Red Heart oatmeal yarn. I'm not quite sure because of course the tag is gone. You're going to need a crochet hook. I'm using the size J here, a pair of scissors, and of course our darning needle. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is create a slip knot, and then we're going to chain up. Second, let's get this slip knot going. Okay, so what we're going to do is chain up 65. Again, I repeat, that's 65, so go ahead, chain up your 65, and I will meet you once we have all 65 chains. Right. Okay, so I have all 65 of my chains. So what I'm going to do now, you guys can see that I know the lighting is kind of horrible in this video. But what you're going to do, we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and in this fourth chain, I know that's kind of unorthodox, we're going to do, in the back loop only, we're going to do a single crochet. So go ahead, yarn over and do your single crochet. There we go. So you should have something like that, okay? Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to chain up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from here, I'm going to skip 5 chains. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say 5 or 4? Okay, so sorry guys. So what you're going to do, you're going to skip 4 chains, okay? Here we go. We chained up 5, skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to repeat that. Single crochet, back loops, boom, 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 boom. Alright, everyone got that? Pretty clear as mud, right? There we go, now we're focused. So we're going to repeat that, chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then skip 4, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so in there, we're going to do a single crochet. And we're going to continue this pattern until we get to the end, okay? And I will meet you, oh, wait, there we go. I will meet you there, okay? All right. All right, guys, I have gotten to the last 4 little chains at the end. And so what I'm going to do in that last chain, I'm going to go ahead and finish this row off by doing a single crochet right in there. Boom. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to turn the work. And from here, this is where it gets really simple and easy. We got to the easy part. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is do in that space, in that chain 5 space, we're going to go ahead and put a single crochet. Boom. Alright. Now from here, what we're going to do, we're going to chain up 5. We're going to repeat this pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool beans? Then we're going to what? Single crochet in this chain 5 space. Okay? Boom. Like so. Okay, and we're going to continue this until we get to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guess what? I'm going to meet you there. Okay, so I've reached the end of the, what is that? The now 3rd row. And so, let's get this closer so you guys can see this. So, let's see. Sometimes it's kind of hard. Sometimes you're going to have to yank this thing apart. But do you see this little hole right there? Let's get focused. Get focused, Thomas. Okay. There's a little hole right here. where we chained 3 and then we crocheted in that 4th chain from the hook. So we're going to go right back into that space after we chained the 5, the last chain 5. Go right back into that space there and do a single crochet. Gotcha? Boom. Now from here, we're going to chain 3, like on the other side. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure that's 3 and not 4, because my eyes are playing tricks. Okay. Now from here, turn the work. And like on the other side, we're going to do a single crochet in that chain 5 space right in there. Okay. And if you didn't catch that, don't worry. With the putting it in through that chain in that space where we single crocheted the 4th chain from the hook, don't worry, because I'm going to repeat it on the other side. So in this whole pattern, you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again. You're probably going to get tired, but trust me, you're going to get it. 1 second. So we're going to go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead in that chain space, the next chain space, chain 5 space, I apologize. Do a single crochet and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the next chain space, do the same thing, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet, okay? And so guys, I will meet you when we get to the end, all right? All right, so we have reached the end of our 1, 2, 3, 4th row. Okay, so what we're going to do, so you see that chain 3 space that we did that I was talking about, like it's on this side, you can see it is actually more pronounced right there. So this is where you're going to put your single crochet. I had to think about that for a second. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm trying to get myself together. Still waking up. Here we go. So go ahead, single crochet. And from here, what do? We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now from here, turn your work. Voila. Okay. And from here, what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead in that chain 5 space. Go ahead and put that, single crochet. Then from here, what are we going to do? Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from here, we're going to go ahead and single crochet here, chain 5, then the next stitch, single crochet, chain 5, blase, blase, until we get to the end. We're going to repeat this, and we're going to repeat this all the way down until you get the length that you want. Because so right now, guys, this is the back that we're working on. We're working on the back, and so once you, what I would do, I would probably put it up against my chest or on my back, or like your son or your husband's or your daughter's back, and try to see, hold it up like this. You'll see it in a minute. I'll show you guys in a minute. But what you want to do is just hold it up and see, how wide it is. Is it going to be wide enough? Is it going to be loose enough for the person you're making it for or for yourself? So, guys, go ahead and complete this. I would say for me, I know that I'm going to do about, let's say I think I'm going to do about maybe 24 rows. So I will meet you guys when I have my 24 rows, okay? All right. All right, guys. Silly of me to think that I could ever wear just 24 rows. So I had to chain up at least, I want to say, about 6 more rows, because 24, knowing that I am a very broad-shouldered guy, I knew my butt could not fit into rows of 24 as a shirt for the back. So I just chained up 6 more, so I have a total of 31. And so, is that right? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Nope, 7 rows. Forgive me, guys. So I have 31 rows right now. And so I think this is a good width for me. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut off. But what I'm going to do is leave a long enough tail, because we're going to be using this tail to sew up the sides, okay? So go ahead, clip that off. All right, and let's move on to the front, okay? So we have this is our back, so we're going to do the front next. Woot, woot. Guys, we got some lining in here so we can see a little bit better. So what we're going to do here, we're going, like we did before, we're going to do a double crochet in the fourth chain from the hook. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's make sure that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And so there we go. Da, 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 da. Boom. There we go. So now what we're going to do, like we did before, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. You're going to do another double crochet. I'm working in the back loops. You can work in both loops if you want to, but for me, I'm working in the back loops because I find that it goes a little bit quicker for this project in particular. And so from here, repeat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then from here, same thing, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, do a single crochet, and from here you want to repeat this until the end of the row, and I will catch you guys there. Alright guys, we are finishing up that second row. Go ahead, chain 5, and now I'm going to work a single crochet in that last stitch. Boom, boom. Okay, and like we did on the other, on the back part, we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, turn the work, excuse me guys, and then what we're going to do, we're going to do a single crochet in that chain space, that chain 5 space, okay, and we're going to chain up 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and into the next chain 5 space, single crochet, and we repeat this until the end, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to do a single crochet. Boom. Okay, so guys, I'm going to work up, and I know for sure this time, I am going to work up 15 rows, and from there I'm going to show you how to make the V-neck part of this top. It's going to be so awesome. Alright, I'll catch you after 15 rows. Alright guys, so I've reached my 15th row for the front panel. Excuse me. So what I've done already, I've chained 3 here. Boom, boom, boom. And like we did in the previous rows, go ahead and turn your work. And on the 16th row, what we're going to do, we're going to just do 10 5 chain spaces with a single crochet. So I'll show you what I mean. So we go ahead and single crochet in that first chain 5 space. Now what we're going to do, chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and single crochet in the very next. That's the second one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead, single crochet in the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you guys are starting to get it. So go ahead until you reach the 10th one. Go ahead and complete that 10th one. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this thing works up really quickly, guys. So you should have no problem getting this together. Let's see where I am. I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near it. 1 second. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, it should be the 9th. 3, 4, 5. Boom, let's see. Yep, that should be good. So we are at our 10th one now. Okay? So from here, okay guys, so we have reached our 10th 5 chain space. Chain 5 space, backwards. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is where we're going to start to make the V-neck part of our hoodie. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to chain up, and I know this is going to, get that out of the way. It's going to sound weird, but we're going to chain up 28 chains, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, cool beans. Okay, so now turn your work. Because right now, we're going to be working the other side. You see how this is here? This is like one side of the chest right here, this bottom half. And the other half is going to be the other side of the chest. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to single crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So go ahead and do that. Single crochet. Boom. And like how we started the project, we're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And single crochet. Like we did on the back when we first started. And also on the front panel that we just started here. So you want to get that until you've reached right back to here, where you can go no further. And I'll show you what to do next. So I'll see you right there. Okay, so we've reached back to where our little appendage here connects back to the body of work. So, and I know this is going to be a little weird, but what we're going to do is continue. We're just going to complete that in that 4th chain. So skip 3 and put it in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th we're going to put it in. Boom. There we go. Now what we're going to do is chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go ahead and connect the appendage. You see the appendage here? We're going to connect it back to the body of work. So we're just going to go ahead and the very next one right here, go ahead and connect it through. Boom. There we are. And so you want to continue this all the way down, and I will meet you there. Like I said, this thing works up very quickly and it's super easy. Okay, there we go. Ooh, da, 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 da. Okay, we've reached the end here. Straighten that out. Here we go. And we're going to go ahead and finish this off by putting it, doing a single crochet in that chain space there. So you're going to go ahead and chain 3, and you're going to turn the work. Continue as if you're just working it regularly. When you get to the appendage part, excuse me guys, right here, we're going to continue to do our same, nothing has changed. We're going to continue all the way down till we get to this point here and put your, finish off the row by putting the single crochet in that little space there. If my camera clears it, there we go. And then we're going to continue chain 3 and connect it back to that and go row by row until we have 15 rows. So in total, we should have 31 rows because we have, if you didn't notice, we have a little extra row right in the middle that you can't see that we did the appendage from. And then you're going to continue the 15 other rows. And so I will meet you there once we have completed all 15 rows, okay? Because look, guys, you already have two rows already completed. And so what's that? You need 13 more rows? Yep, boom. And I'll meet you there. Alright, so I have finished my 15th row on the other side. As you can see, I have 15 on this side, 15 on that side. So go ahead and fasten off your work. And on this side, when you fasten it off and cut it off, you really don't need, because as you can see, this is the V-neck, and of course this is the top part. And what I need to leave room for the arms right here on that side and on the other side over here that you can't see off camera because this angle sucks. But you need to leave some space. So Actually, we don't need to have a long tail on this side, because what we're going to do, we're going to use this small short tail to sew this part to the back panel that we have, okay? So actually, let's start sewing, okay? Boom. So here's my back panel that we finished the first thing that we finished and created. Guys, I don't know, I can't talk today. Blah, blah, blah. And so here's the front panel. You see how that's going to look? You see it's already coming into form. So here's your V-neck here in the front, your back panel here. And so what you want to do, I mean, you don't have to do this, but I do this to help me, you know, guide myself, make sure I'm not, you know, messing anything up while sewing, is I get me some, what are these push pins? Can you guys see that? Wait, get down in the shot, get in the shot. There we go. And basically what I do, I just move that out the way first. And I just start pinning where, or just start tacking it where it should be. So I can go ahead and start sewing. You don't have to do this. You can just start sewing if you want to. I'm just saying, it just helps me out a little bit better to guide me through this thing, okay? All right. And once you have that everything pinned, if you want to pin, we will start sewing. One more thing I want to mention is that if you're pinning, I'm going to, you see where the V-neck stops, right? Where the V begins or ends, whichever direction you want to say. I'm going to go ahead and go straight across here and put a pin there so I'll know that's where my armholes are going to go. And that's where I'm going, when I'm sewing up the sides, that's how I know where to stop sewing. So I'll leave that space open for my arms. Okay? So you see? Boom. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, little note for you guys. So guys, go ahead, get your darning needles, or needle, and go ahead and start sewing in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew up this shoulder here, and then I'm going to sew up this shoulder, and then where we tacked it on the sides, right here, I'm just going to sew down, okay? And even if you need to cut another tail for sewing, that's fine, because sometimes, you know, the strings that you have are not long enough that you fastened off with. It's okay. Just cut you another piece of yarn and go for it. And so guys, I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I'm going to catch you once all of my sides that I want sewed are sewed. Alright. Guys, so I have all of my sides sewn. I have my shoulders up here, and I have the sides sewn with the armholes available for the arms to go through. So now I want to do this, because this is the side that I sewed on. So what I want to do, I want to turn, so right now, technically, this is inside out. So what I want to do is turn it right side in. So go ahead and turn it right side in. Boom. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. It's already taking its shape. I'm loving it. So now, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to start working on the hood. And so what we're going to do, grab my yarn here and my size J hook. And what you want to do is kind of find the center. It doesn't have to be directly center, but I prefer for mine to be center. Go ahead and put your hook through. Take a yarn, and we're just going to connect that. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. Just going to connect it. And I'm just going to, all I'm going to do is just tie it. I'm just going to simple knot, boom. Okay, guys. So, now that it's tied, I'm going to chain up 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go directly into this next, chain 5 space, and do a single crochet. Now I'm going to continue this all the way around. So this is the back where the back of the neck is, right? So I'm going to do it all the way until I get there so I can show you what I'm going to do next, okay? So just keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet, chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to do another single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's where we're getting to the seam where we sewed the 2 panels together on the shoulders. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in right there. See that small little space right there? It really doesn't matter because it's going to have this net look, so you really won't be able to tell where, if it's not supposed to be there. Who's going to notice, right? Trust me, it's going to be cool. So go ahead into that space if you want to go into that space, but if not, the next space is available as well. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm working. I'm just going to turn it a little bit. This is the back, where the back of the neck, where we got that I said that we're going to crochet up to. And you're just going to continue that. So I did chain up 5, and then I'm going to go into this space here. And it really doesn't matter which space on the back you go to, as long as it's like the next space available to you. Because, trust me, no one's really going to notice it. Trust me. Trust me. I've been making these things for years. I gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this is the space I'm choosing to go to right here. Go in. Boom. Uh-oh. Yarn got snagged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I'm going to go into that space right here. Boom. Awesome sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I'm going to go into that space right there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, see, we're on the other side where the other seam is, on the other shoulder. And I'm going to go into that space right there. So in we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I'm going to go ahead and just reach over to this space right here on the other side of the chest. So there we go. And so I'm just going to continue until I get back to the center of the V-neck. Okay, so here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, make sure that's nice and even so you guys can see. We did that, so I'm going to go into the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, into 5. I'm going to go into the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next chain 5 space until you get to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, where am I? Not quite there. I got one more to go. Or is it one more to go? You know how many? 2. Let's see. Let's see how this works out. Oh, no, one more to go. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, what is that? A single crochet right back to in that same space where we began, the hoodie, where this tail is coming out of. I'm going to go right into that space and do a single crochet. Single crochet there. Get that out the way. Boom. And now, remember how we're going to, so the hood is going to be worked up the way we created the body of work. So what we're going to do, we're going to chain 3. Remember that? 2, 3. Then we're going to turn our work. Boom. And then we're going to work it the other way. And when we get to the other side over here, we're going to chain up 3, turn the work, and go back the other way. So it's just going back and forth. We're doing the same thing, okay, until you have enough rows to create the hood. And then we're going to sew the hood together, okay? So let's get on with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that single crochet. And I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go ahead, single crochet in the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and to the next chain 5 space. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and complete this row off camera. Well, I'm going to meet you when I get to the end so I can show you. It's the same exact thing that we've been doing, so you guys won't be confused, okay? I'll see you right when I get to that point. So guys, I've gotten back around to the middle of my V where both sides meet up. So if you haven't realized already, you already have a dilemma here where you don't have the chain 3 space on this side. So we're going to create one. That's what I usually do. I forgot to mention that to you guys, that it doesn't have that on that side. But you know what? It's all good. We're learning this together, all right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to catch this. I'm going to, actually, let's catch it on camera. So what I'm going to do is slip stitch. I'm just going to go ahead, slip stitch through. So it won't be such a big, bulky center there. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Very simple. And we can like just continue on with what we were doing. I'm going to turn the work. Okay, and so there's our chain 3. And then I'm just going to put that right there. Boom. And then from there, we continue on. Chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go into the next chain 5 space and do that single crochet. And then you chain up 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, what you want to do now is you go ahead and do that. Complete as many rows as you need. If that person has, you know, long hair or big hair or locks or something like that, go ahead and create a big enough hood, a long enough. Let's move that out the way so you can see. Go ahead and create a long enough hood for it, as many rows as you want. I know I'm probably going to do maybe about, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm probably going to do about maybe 30 rows because I know I like my hoods to be a little droopy. So yeah, and I will meet you once I have all 30 of my rows, okay? Bye-bye. Alright, so I've gotten to where I'm right back to where I started from, where that tail is and where that first seam is on that one side. And so basically, really simply, we're going to just chain up 5. So I already got 1 there. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to do a single crochet right there. I'm just going to do like a circular little border, okay? And make it as long as you want. If you're satisfied with this length, that's great. But I'm going to make mine a little longer. So I'm just going to go ahead and right there, I'm just going to single crochet in around. 1, then I chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just keep this going until I reach my desired length. Okay, and once I've reached my desired length, I'm going to come back with you guys. All right? All right. So, all right, ladies and gents, I have, I can never say that right. I have come I've made about 4 rows, and I've come to about, 4 rounds, and I've come to the beginning of where I started. So I think this is good enough for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a slip stitch here. Boom. And I am going to go ahead and fasten this off. And you can go ahead and give yourself a medal for completing this project. And of course, sew in your ends. So basically, we are done. But we gotta sew in those ends and sew those ends. You don't want to have like no ends sticking out. You want to be caught riding dirty. So guys, let me straighten this out so you guys can have a better angle. Alright, so this is pretty much it. So go ahead, like I said, sew in those ends and you are good. Alright. Alright guys, if you have enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with all your crocheting friends or knitting friends as well. People who just want to learn how to crochet. Alright guys, until next time, I'm Gregory Stitch. Continue to be G-Stitch Nation. Love you guys.